So for the clock reaction experiment, it did turn out this week, which was good to know. What is a clock reaction? Clock reaction is a chemical reaction that gives rise to a significant induction period during which one of the chemical species, the clock chemical, has a very low concentration. At the end of the induction period is when it's marked by a rapid increase in concentration of the clock chemical. This type of reaction is often called a chemical clock. It's the time it takes the chemicals to react. That happens very predictably, and it's called the clock reaction because it acts like a regular clock. So for the experiment, I first did solution A, and I took two 1000 mg tablets of vitamin C, and I crushed them with the back of a spoon, and then I put in about a half a glass of distilled water, and then I stirred that solution. In the video it said to use coffee filters, but I didn't have any on hand, so I googled how another way to use instead of a coffee filter, and it said to use a cheesecloth filter, so I had one of those. So I used the cheesecloth filter to filter the solution out, and those are both those pictures are of solution A. And then I went to solution B, and I added 0.4 milliliters of cornstarch. In the video, it said to estimate about how much really to use of cornstarch, and so I kind of just went off of his video of kind of compared, and I just estimated it that way. And then same with solution A, as I did. I added half a glass of distilled water into the cornstarch. Then I stirred it, and then I actually put this solution into the microwave until it started to boil. And then again, I used the cheesecloth filter to filter this out. And then I added 150 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide into that solution. Then once I got done with solution B, I went back to solution A, and I added iodine into the solution. And then I stirred that, and then I added an additional 500 milliliters of water. In that picture there, my solution A is the left one, and solution B is the one on the right that is more of a cloudy color. Then after I added the iodine to solution A, I went and got a new glass, and I put an equal amount of solution A and an equal amount of solution B into that new glass. And then I stirred it up, and then I put it into the microwave. I actually put it in for 20 seconds. The guy said to put it in for 10 to 20 seconds, so I just put the microwave for 20 seconds, and I just watched it the whole time to see when it would start to change, and it started to change around 17 seconds, and so I just left it in there for the full 20 seconds. But the equal amount of solution started to change into that darker blue color at about 17 seconds. So what exactly is happening? There are two chemical reactions happening at the same time when you combine the two solutions. During this, there's two forms of iodine created. There's an elemental form and an ion form. In reaction 1, the iodine ions react to hydrogen peroxide to produce an iodine element, which is blue when starch is present. And then before this can happen, vitamin C quickly reacts and consumes the elemental iodine. A physical reaction or change occurs when the physical properties of the substance change, but the substance itself remains the same. Color change is often a common indicator of chemical change, which is what this experiment had. Vitamin C causes the iodine to become iodide, which is why the solution happens to be clear at the beginning. Hydrogen peroxide reacts more quickly than vitamin C, and once vitamin C is all used up, the iodide actually goes back to being iodine. So the net result, most of the time the solution remains colorless, with excess of iodide ions being present. After a short time of the reaction, when it keeps proceeding, vitamin C will gradually get all used up. And once this happens, the solution turns blue, which happens to be what happened at the end of the experiment, and the iodine element and starch are present. The picture there shows my final product after I put the equal amount of solution A and solution B and warmed it into the microwave for 20 seconds when it changed at 17 seconds.